Okay, so welcome everyone to your evening meditation. Just going somewhere where you're not going to be disturbed for the next half an hour or so. Giving yourself the gift of this time out of your day just to reflect, reset, re-energize, set yourself up for a nice peaceful evening and sleep. So sitting comfortably in your favorite meditation posture. So if you're sitting on a chair, keep your feet shoulder width apart, planted on the floor, cup your hands in your lap and keep your back straight. So support your back against the cushion or back of a chair. Close your eyes and start off by taking a nice deep breath in through the nose. So breathing in to the lower stomach. So the air is flowing into your belly button, inflating the stomach like a balloon. You squeeze your sphincter muscle. That's the muscle we use to contract the flow of urine or squeeze the last drops out. And that creates an energy lock as well. So you just lock the energy in and it creates a pumping action up the spine. And you should feel a nice warm tingling sensation flowing up the spine, from the base of the spine into your heart center. Draw it up with your breath. Put one hand on your heart. Feel that nice warm tingling sensation in your heart. Just connecting in with your heart space. And then just drawing the energy up into your upper chest, up the back of your head, into the crown of your head. Another sip of air at the top. Pause at the top of the inhale. Smile. And just check in with your mind, your thoughts, your emotions, noticing whatever's going on there. So, particularly anything that feels resisting, negative, constricting, contracted, limiting. Notice what the thoughts are, notice the emotions, notice how it feels emotionally and physically. So usually thoughts and emotions have, especially if they're negative, have some kind of physical sensation attached to them. So maybe that's a knot in your stomach, sinking feeling in the stomach, tight chest, clenched jaw, clenched fists, dry mouth, sweaty palms, nausea, panic attacks, the extreme. Just notice whatever, even very subtle symptoms, because this is a way that you can start to pay attention to what's happening. And you just notice and decide to let it all go. With the help of your breath and today's lesson, which is we stand together, Christ and I, in peace and certainty of purpose. And in him is his creator, as he is in me. So exhale on the thought of that. You are one with your source, with Christ, your higher identity, the source which is God or love. And as you exhale, just blowing all of that negativity, all of the resistance really to love's presence, to your true identity as Christ, a higher self in you. You blow it all out with the breath like a black smoke out of your mouth. It's leaving your body, leaving your energy system, leaving your mind, from the lower stomach into the spine. Expel the last remaining air out. And just rest here for a few moments in the peace and the stillness. Close your eyes. Smile. As you experience the peace and the certainty of purpose, which the lesson points to. Two are one because your purpose is to experience peace and happiness and joy. And is your only true purpose. So smile. Breathing in again. So breathing into the lower stomach. pushing the stomach out. Imagine you're not just breathing air, but you're breathing light into your stomach, blowing it up like a light-filled balloon. Squeeze your sphincter muscle. It's the muscle used to contract the flow of urine. Pump the energy up the spine. Feel this column of golden or white light flowing up your spine into your heart center, drawing the energy into your heart center as well. Imagine a circle of golden or white light in your heart, just expanding outwards with each breath, growing bigger, flowing up into your neck, into your head, crown of your head, through your face, relaxing the jaw. So your whole body is infused with this beautiful golden or white light. Take another sip of air in, so maximal inhale breath. Pause at the top of the inhale, smile. And just listen to these words. Short commentary on this lesson. Say, my oneness with the Christ, with my higher self, establishes me as your son. So you're addressing your higher self here, your source, creator, beyond the reach of time and wholly free of every law but yours. I have no self except the Christ in me. I have no purpose but his own. So as you exhale, okay, just blowing out any thoughts about another purpose, thoughts about having to do things in the world to achieve certain goals, to make money, to achieve anything on this level. It's not to say that you should never try and do that, but it's the attachment to these things, it's the investment in these things that's the problem. When you attach to these things and you invest in these things, then they have the power to sabotage your peace and your happiness. So just blow all that away with the breath. Pull the lower stomach into the spine. Expel the last remaining air out. And just let it all go. And rest here for a few moments in the stillness. Notice that there's a fullness in the emptiness. Paradox is only by letting go of our own thoughts and feelings can we open ourselves up to the truth. Be filled up by the presence of Christ, your higher self. So breathing in again. So breathing in to the lower stomach. As in you're not just breathing air but light into your stomach. Your whole stomach is infused with this beautiful golden or white light. Squeeze the sphincter muscle, you pump this light up the spine, so it flows all the way up the spine like a column of golden or white light. You draw it up the spine with your breath, simultaneously draw the light into your heart center. One hand over your heart if it slipped down. So really connect in with your heart space. It's about just feeling rather than thinking. Feel in to these words. And then inhale, draw the energy up the spine, into the crown of your head, through your face, relaxing the jaw. Your entire body, every pore, every cell, every muscle is infused with this beautiful golden or white light. Energy. Smile. Now say, I have no purpose but Christ's own. And he is like his Father or his source. Thus must I be one with you, addressing your source, Father, Creator, as well as him. For who is Christ except your Son as you created him, your loving extension as you created it itself? And what am I except the Christ in me? What am I except this higher self? So just leave it at that. And that question, it's a rhetorical question. I need to answer it. The answer is obvious. Hopefully you can feel that answer. Feel it in the light. Feel it in the peace and joy, happiness arising in your mind and your heart. So you exhale, just sinking in with the breath, just going deeper each breath into this light, into the Christ. So you're just going to watch your breath now. Breathing in, nice deep slow inhale. Imagine that you're breathing the light in to every pore, every cell, every muscle of your body, every corner of your mind, every fiber of your being. The light of Christ, it's being called, the light of your higher self. You pause at the top of the inhale and you smile. There's peace and love and joy, everything you really want, just in this presence. And then you exhale, just sigh it all out, letting the light flow out of you. And imagine it's extending to all the world. Blessing, healing every person, every living creature. And then you repeat the cycle, breathing in the light. Every pore, every cell, every muscle. Feel it flowing up your spine like a column of golden and white light. Pause at the top of the inhale, smile. And then exhale, sigh it all out. Sighing Ujjayi sound on the back of your throat, so you keep your mouth closed. Air flows out of your nostrils as though you're fogging sunglasses. Notice how the chest and the stomach suck back in. You just sigh it all out and imagine extending the light to all the world, every living creature, every living being on the planet. It's being touched by the light of your own presence. So keep doing that, just step back, watch your breath. Moving in and out the light, sinking a little bit deeper with each breath into the light, into the peace. Now as you continue watching your breath, you're just going to listen to these words. This is from a preliminary section to the series of workbook lessons we're busy with on what am I? What am I is the question, which is really the ultimate question. It's the only real question we need to ask and answer. So as you keep watching your breath, staying nice and still, calm, empty, open, but aware in your mind, just allowing these words to sink in to your mind. Listen with your heart. Keep your one hand in your heart center and just let the energy, the underlying feeling or vibration in the words speak to you and open your heart to the feeling. Allow peace, love, joy, whatever else to arise in your mind and your heart. Smile. To keep watching your breath, to keep your mind very present so your mind doesn't wander off and start thinking about all kinds of irrelevant things. It's about just being present, allowing these feelings to arise naturally as you listen to these profound words from Jesus. Yeshua was his Hebrew name, Yeshua ben Yosef, Yeshua son of Joseph. But he wasn't really, in the end he wasn't a man. He'd attained to the Christ consciousness, realized who he really was. And now he's teaching us who we really are. So let's listen and hear what he has to say about what am I. And just repeat this in your own mind after me. It's done in the first person, this saying the first paragraph anyway. Say, I am God's son, or I am love's extension, if you prefer that language. Complete and healed and whole, shining in the reflection of his love. In me is his creation sanctified and guaranteed eternal life. In me is love perfected, fear impossible, and joy established without opposites. I am the holy home of God himself. I am the holy home of love itself, is another way of saying it. I am the heaven where his love resides. I am his holy sinlessness itself, for in my purity abides his home. Just pause, watch your breath. Nice deep slow inhales and exhales. Just watching the breath, keeping your mind nice and still, calm, empty, open but aware. Remind yourself there's really nothing else to do, nowhere else to go, nothing else to think about. Just let the breath and these words take you a bit deeper into your own mind and your own heart, into the heart of love. So our use for words is almost over now. Yet in the final days of this 1 year, we gave to God all love together, you and I. We found a single purpose that we shared, and thus you joined with me. So what I am are you as well. The truth of what we are is not for words to speak of, nor describe. Yet we can realize our function here. The words can speak of this, and teach it too, if we exemplify the words in us. So just step back, watch your breath, staying nice and still, calm, empty, open but aware. Smile, let these words just talk to your heart. Keep your one hand in your heart center. Just breathing the light in to your stomach, heart center, third eye, crown, so the chakras or energy centers. Imagine it's actually flowing into every pore, every cell, every muscle of your body. So just inhale it, pause briefly, and then exhale. Slide all out, sinking a little bit deeper into this peace and this stillness. As we continue with this passage, so we are the bringers of salvation, says Jesus. We accept our part as saviors of the world, which through our joint forgiveness is redeemed. And this, our gift, is therefore given us. We look on everyone as brother, perceive all things as kindly and as good. We do not seek a function that is past the gate of heaven. Knowledge will return when we have done our part. We are concerned only with giving welcome to the truth. So just give welcome to the truth now. Watch your breath. Be still, very calm as you watch the breath, and allow truth to reveal itself. It's just a willingness and an openness, and then it will do the rest. So ours are the eyes through which Christ's vision sees the world redeemed from every thought of sin. Ours are the ears that hear the voice for God, proclaim the world as sinless. Ours the minds that join together as we bless the world. So breathing in, just breathing in the light. Imagine this beautiful golden or white light flowing into your stomach, your heart center, upper chest, your head, into every pore, every cell, every muscle of your body. Pump it up the spine by clenching your sphincter muscle, drawing it all the way up in a column of golden or white light up the spine to the crown of your head. Just connect with the light and the love that is really one and the same thing. It's loving presence, the presence of love and light. And just imagine that you're extending them outwards. And now you exhale and just bless the world with your light. This light of Christ, the light of oneness that you have attained. So you call to all your brothers, asking them to share your peace and consummate your joy. So make a specific call, if you like, to any person, particular friend, family, member, anyone who you feel called to speak to you if they're not physically around or alive anymore, and still connect with them. So doing it on a mind level. Mind is not limited by the laws of time and space. So you can communicate with anyone. Now breathing in, nice deep breath in through the nose. Saying, we are the holy messengers of God, holy messengers of love. We speak for Him, carrying His word to everyone whom He has sent to us. We learn that it is written on our hearts. Thus our minds are changed about the aim for which we came and which we seek to serve. We bring glad tidings to the Son of God, who thought He suffered. The Son of God is you, the extension of love. Now is He redeemed. And as He sees the gate of heaven stand open before Him, He will enter in and disappear into the heart of God. As you exhale, sighing it all out, just letting everything go. So as an invitation just to surrender completely for a couple of minutes into the heart of God, which is the heart of love. Keep one hand on your heart center to connect with that presence. It tends to be centered and felt mostly in the heart and the chest. It's because that's where the heart chakra or energy center is. And just keep your hand over your heart. And sink in deeper and deeper with each breath. Keep watching your breath. Just disappear for the next couple of minutes into the heart of God or love. Nothing else to do, nowhere else to go, nothing else to think about. Next 2 minutes, just breathe, relax. Be still and sink in to the heart of love. And let love reveal itself and speak to you, however it wants to, for the next 2 minutes of silence. And so just gently coming back into an awareness of your body and the world through the breath. So just noticing the breath, all subtle sensations of the breath as you breathe in. The stomach rises, the chest rises, there's the subtle flow of air into the nostrils. Clench the sphincter muscle, notice the energy rising up the spine, to your crown. A column of golden or white light. Pause at the top of the inhale, smile. That peace and that stillness is still there. Maybe you're more aware of your body senses now than you were. You did a meditation, it doesn't matter, it's still there, the background of this peace, this light, connection to your true source, Christ in you, or higher self, whatever you want to call it, is still very much there. Notice that underlying peace and stillness. When you exhale, just sigh it all out. And the airflow out of your nostrils, chest and the stomach suck back in. Feel vibration in your throat, the energy subsides back down the front channel of your body, coming to rest in your lower stomach and your groin. So that's 1. 2, just noticing the weight of your body, pressing down into the chair, wherever you're sitting, feet touching the ground. As you breathe in again, notice maybe there's a subtle smell in your nose, a taste in your mouth. Notice what else your body's feeling and touching. Maybe there's a subtle flow of air on your skin. Notice what you're hearing. Very subtle sounds in the environment. Might be a ticking of a clock, whirring of a computer fan. Sounds of the night, I can hear crickets in the background. Voices of people speaking. Traffic in the distance. Whatever's in your environment, just tune into it. In a very calm, peaceful way, so you don't have to name these sounds, to judge them, to label them, to try and interpret them, give them a meaning, create a story about them. Just allow them to be. When you do this, what you're actually paying more attention to is your inner state, the ground of being, this place in you, part of your mind that is really unaffected by all sense perceptions, all thoughts about sense perceptions. This is where Christ resides. This is where your higher self can be found, nowhere else. So, 3, just opening your eyes, looking around. Take a minute just to ground yourself fully back into this material reality, physical world. The visual sense is probably the most powerful for most people. So just apply the same non-judgmental principle to whatever you see. Just looking around, noticing whatever you happen to see. Let your eyes rest on an object for maybe a second or 2, and then move on to something else. Do that for maybe half a dozen objects. But don't name them or judge them or label them, interpret them in any way. So you notice that the underlying peace, the stillness, the ground of being is the same, irrespective of what you see or hear or feel or touch or taste or smell or perceive in any way. So you're starting to pay more attention to the background behind sense perceptions. This is where your true awareness resides. This is where the Christ can be found. And less attention to the foreground, which is your sense perceptions and the meaning that your mind gives the sense perceptions. That's how the ego stays in business, because the sensory world is designed to keep us rooted in the idea that we are separate, we really are bodies. we do have a separate identity, and therefore there's lots to fear, get angry about, upset about, and so on. None of that is true. So I hope this meditation has helped you to access on a deeper level the truth in you, the Christ in you. Remember today's lesson frequently. You can practice it every hour this evening using the shorter recording I sent you if you're in the Heart of Letting Go WhatsApp group. Or you have time for 5 minutes, just 30 seconds. It's just a breath and awareness of what's going on. You can use the breath and the lesson for today. We stand together, Christ and I, in peace and certainty of purpose, and in Him as His Creator, as He is in me, or just use the first part. We stand together, Christ and I, my higher self and I, in peace and certainty of purpose. And then use that and your breath to just let go of whatever is troubling you, whatever's disturbing your peace. And so these little cues, or anchors as they call them in neurolinguistic programming, are very helpful to help you to access these higher states at will. If you can learn to do that, you can control your mental and emotional states. And if you can control your mental and emotional states, then you have mastery of life. And there's nothing you cannot do, as Jesus himself said in one of his sermons in the Bible. So thank you for listening. I wish you good practicing and an evening in which you enjoy the peace and certainty of purpose, which are really one and the same thing in your higher self. If anything negative seems to happen, remember it's just another opportunity to breathe, let go, and find your flow by applying today's idea and using the little technique to let go that I've showed you, or you can listen to the shorter recording if you're on the WhatsApp group. So thank you again, and much peace and love. I hope to connect with you tomorrow. Got a meditation at 12:30 UK time, 1:30 SA time, and again in the evening at 5:30 UK, 6:30 SA time. So join me then in the Zoom room, or you can subscribe to the YouTube channel if you're out there. You'll be notified when I go live. Namaste, which means the Christ in me acknowledges and honors the Christ in you.